Hello, and welcome to the July 22nd version of Litter Media Live. I want to take a moment to say happy birthday to my nephew, Dylan. Happy birthday, Dylan. Mm-hmm. This is also the birthday of our late friend, Clifford Brown. Remember Cliff?
Cliff the other day.
Cliff used to work with us at the radio station, and contagious laugh, and just a super guy. And we lost him several years back, but we remember you, buddy. We certainly do. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date on what's making news for us. We'll look at sports, and we'll also have this date in history, which is got a local flair to it, right?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to touch on that and more, but first, let's touch on something that truly has a local flair, the weather.
Yeah, we're staying dry and sunny today. Yesterday was really pleasant. We were over in Fairfield and Perry County yesterday afternoon. Of course, we were a little bit higher altitude, but shouldn't have made that much difference. We got in Lancaster, it felt the same way. Humidity was down. But that's going to change here later in the week. We're looking for sunshine today, Wednesday, and Thursday, although Thursday the temperatures start ratcheting up to near 90, where we're in the mid-80s, low to mid-80s the next couple of days. Looks like rain could be back in the picture Friday through the weekend. So dry through Thursday and then rain back Friday. I know their National Weather Service map will probably throw this at you tomorrow. They're saying Thursday you could see some heat indices around 102 in our area with 90-degree actual temperatures.
You know how we have rain for the Memorial Golf Tournament? Happens every year, it seems. Same thing for Niption Week at camp. There's always a couple of gully washers. Fortunately, it's on a higher plane. It's not down in the valley. But it's the same with the heat. Just can't seem to get rid of it. All right, coming up in a moment, we'll get you caught up to date with news. But first, let's tell you about Scioto Valley Dumpsters. 740-253-8389 is the number to call if you have need for a dumpster for your business or your home. They can take care of that. Click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com, and it takes you right to their Facebook page for Scioto Valley Dumpsters.
This is Andy Tomlinson. When ensuring what's important to you, our agents are there when you need us the most. Tomlinson Insurance, for the best coverage at the best cost. Visit us online at tomlinsonins.com to learn more.
Introducing the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. We want to put your pet in the spotlight. Pets with paws to pets with fins. If they gallop, crawl, or slither, play fetch, or simply curl up and snuggle. Send us a photo of your pet and we'll announce a new pet each week. And one pet will be crowned Pet of the Year. To nominate your pet, visit littermedia.com. Click on Pet of the Week. Tell us about your pet and be sure to include a photo. Watch Litter Media Live each Thursday for the announcement of the Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week. No purchase necessary. Contest applications must be from Ohio residents and at least 18 years old.
Now that's one fast mower. Take command of your lawn with Dixie Chopper, the world's fastest lawnmower.
And we're back. Oh, finally. There we are. It's good to see yourself when you say you're back.
Because I had this black shirt on, that black just covered me up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's like green screen in reverse.
Interesting take on that. Coming up in a moment to look at all the news, but you can follow along with us when you go to our website, littermedia.com. But first, let's take a look at what is making news, and we've got the governor involved.
Yeah, we have had 3 interviews over the last month about the situation with Ohio's property tax, what the legislature was wanting to do. Governor vetoed 3 of those items. Well, yesterday, the governor included 2 area county commissioners to his newly formed property tax reform working group. The working group is tasked with thoroughly examining issues related to how to provide meaningful property tax relief to homeowners and businesses while ensuing that are ensuring that funding for local schools, fire, police, EMS, libraries, and developmental disabilities continue. Now, yesterday, of the 3 property tax line item vetoes, the Ohio House overrode one of them. That was 61 to 28. You can go into our website story to get more details about that. But that working group that we talked about, the 2 county commissioners are from Pickaway and Pike County. One of them from Pickaway we're very familiar with is Gary Shear. So we'll see where that goes from here. That veto of the one line item yesterday, override, that now moves on to the Ohio Senate probably later next week. I think they have to get it done by the 1st of August if they're going to do it. So keep an eye on that, and we will do likewise. Miss Ohio Teen Ali Payton, an incoming senior at Zane Trace High School this fall. She was our special edition guest just about an hour ago, where she talked about her recent pageant win and her next step at the national level for America's Miss Teen pageant in Florida.
The Miss Chillicothe pageant just got brought back last year, and it hasn't been around for 20 years.
Wow.
And it just got brought back. And they added a new title called Miss South Central. So I participated in that pageant, and I won Miss South Central's teen.
Now, this is a pageant scholarship, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And just some of your personal background. As we mentioned, you're an incoming senior at Zane Trace. You're a cheerleader at Zane Trace.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit more about your Zane Trace educational experience before we talk about what you want to do moving on after high school.
Well, I'm involved in pretty much all the clubs at Zane Trace. I do Big Brothers and Big Sisters, which that is actually my community service initiative, because I love being that role model to younger students. And I'm on the National Honor Society, and I'm a part of the Business Professionals of America program and Student Council. We set up a bunch of things for our school, so that's fun.
Yeah.
And I think that's it. But there could be more. There could be more. I'm involved in a lot. So.
Yeah. And that national pageant in Orlando, Florida is in, I think, the first week of September. She's going down August 29th, but the pageant is a week long in early September. So she said it's televised.
What a great way to start your senior year.
Yeah, really. We'll try to find out
I'll be back.
who's televising it, so you'll be able to watch that competition. I think her mom, Melissa, is supposed to get back with us and let us know. We'll let you know.
And we were making plans to go down and
Matt Litter's
Cover
going
that
to sign off on that, I'm sure. We'll fly down and cover the pageant that way.
we probably have some other things to take care of. Jonathan Davis, superintendent of Pickaway Ross Career and Technology Center, gives us an update on the construction and renovations that have been underway at the main campus. Had a walkthrough with him yesterday. The work has been made possible by the grant money awarded by the state of Ohio last year. They're adding a clinic through a partnership with Adena Health and Nationwide Hospital. The entryway will be better secured, a larger lab space for the carpentry and career tech areas, and they're getting a complete HVAC overhaul. Trying to remember, it was in the millions of dollars, and they've got a lot of stuff in the commons area that's all HVAC related. There was a bunch more. He said they cleared it all out. The custodians took care of the area, and then they brought a whole bunch more in there. And it was like, we just cleaned this area. Davis describes each area being renovated with the exception of the veterinary assisting lab, which is in the north building. The gas company was doing extensive work there, so we'll see that when we make a return trip coming in August before the school year starts. An open house is scheduled for Saturday, August 23rd at 10 a.m. They'll have a car show and more going on there. You can watch the entire tour now at Litter Media on YouTube. Check our channel out and you'll be able to follow along. Presented by Pickaway Ross Adult Education. The Fairfield County Health Department has identified the first pool of mosquitoes collected by the department this year that were carrying West Nile virus. The mosquitoes were collected in traps set by the department in Carroll, Thurston, and Stoutsville during routine monitoring. So this is nowhere near the Lancaster Festival. Just keep that in mind. These areas contract with FCHD for mosquito control. Carroll was sprayed to control adult mosquitoes on July 14th, and is scheduled for another spraying on July 22nd. That's today. Stoutsville was sprayed to control adult mosquitoes on July 13th and is scheduled for another spraying, and was yesterday. Thurston will be sprayed tomorrow. So keep those things in mind when you see them going around spraying in those fog. It's a good thing. It's a good thing.
Don't walk through the fog, though.
No.
Information is being sought for the Region 7 Transit Survey for 2025. Region 7 includes counties from Ross and Point South to the Ohio River. The survey is intended to gather information about the needs and available transportation options in the region. The Ohio Valley Regional Development Commission will use the survey results to help mobility managers understand the transportation needs of our community and how to develop plans so that they're used more effectively and report those needs to the Ohio Department of Transportation. And just use the QR code to scan into that survey.
Mm-hmm. Mike was out and about along with Aaron Glandon in Fayette County, and the Markings of History, episode 14, is about the old Washington Cemetery and the founding of the Washington Courthouse.
Now, if you've ever wondered how Washington Courthouse got to be, watch this edition.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, was I told that the courthouse itself is going to be a future episode?
That's next week.
Next week. Very cool.
If you've never been inside, and we've been outside for pictures, but I don't know that you and I went inside when we were getting those pictures that day.
I never went inside. I know I had made a trip over there before you joined us at Litter Media, and I had the zoom lens on my camera. You take a look at the very tippy top of there's a statuette up there.
Yes.
It's pretty cool.
But the murals inside the courthouse, fascinating. You gotta go in there and see that. And if you are a fair fan, and I'm talking about State Fair, the Ohio State Fair opens tomorrow late morning in Columbus. And this year's State Fair will run through August the 3rd.
You know, we're going to be up there next Wednesday. Maybe we should swing by the State Fairgrounds. Take a look at the buttered cow, that sort of thing.
That's not tomorrow?
No, it's next Wednesday.
Oh, I had it on my schedule
You
for
were
tomorrow.
expecting free lunch tomorrow.
Yes, I was. Now I got to make new plans.
Yes.
The trip to Columbus, that is, not the State Fair. State Fair starts tomorrow.
Yes,
right.
the State Fair starts tomorrow.
Yeah. Our road report, this is something we told you about Friday, but we want to remind you if you're going up to Round Town, Circleville, they've got some construction going there that's closed the north and southbound lanes of North Court Street between High and State Route 188. That's being done each day, 7 a.m. through 6:30 p.m. through this Friday. So Circleville's still open for business. There are detours posted, but just be aware of that closing there on North Court Street.
Mm-hmm. All right, coming up in a moment, sports standing by. But first, Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you have the need for heating and cooling, and yes, ours has bit the dust.
Ooh.
We'll be signing papers today.
You're talking about at home?
Yes.
Ooh.
So, and who's doing it? Accurate Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, your trusted comfort advisor. If you too have need, make sure you click on this ad anywhere you see it at littermedia.com. It'll take you to their website, accuratehvac.com.
Our mobile banking app is changing the way we bank. Things are getting easier, transactions are getting safer, and you have access 24/7. All the functionality of banking you're used to, made easier to use, anywhere, anytime, and more secure than ever. Simple, seamless, safe. Download our Kingston National Bank mobility app today.
Tecumseh. Fascinating. Captivating. Mesmerizing. Tecumseh.
Discover Ross County. From the breathtaking outdoor adventures to the historic sights of Chillicothe and family-friendly events and festivals, Explore more at visitchillicotheohio.com or download the free mobile app today. The Skag clearance sale continues at Hometown Motors Incorporated, 818 Eastern Avenue in Chillicothe. If you want to find out more about Hometown Motors, simply click on any advertisement you see on our website that says Hometown. Look for the frog, and it'll take you right there. You can choose from a wide selection of Skag mowing equipment, but you'd better hurry, because once the clearance inventory is gone, it's gone, and so are the low prices. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Give them a call, 740-773-8826, or go to hometown-motors.com. Hometown Motors Incorporated, your store for the great outdoors. Time for sports, and we start with a Mill City Stacks win last night. 12-6, and you're scratching your head saying, wait a second, the Paints, and then who? Well, the minor league teams do this alternate identity once a year, and this is the first time the Paints have done something like this. So they were winners of the Johnstown Mill Rats. Mill employees turned out, and several employees received $500 from Cohen Orthopedic and other Paints sponsors. I think they were able to help 24 families of Pixel employees that were there. More than 3,800 fans last night at the game. Great. So congratulations to them. Chillicothe picks up the 12-6 win over Johnstown. They will hit the road for the next 4 games, so they'll not be back at VA Memorial Stadium until Saturday night. But the next 3 games are against the Lafayette Aviators, who are in first place of their division.
Now, being that baseball managers, owners, players are very superstitious, because they won as the Mill Stacks last night, do you think they'll stick with that until they lose?
I wondered that myself. The thing about it, though, is they're auctioning off those game-worn jerseys, which you'll find the link in our post of the logo from yesterday. And that way you can buy those jerseys and have it yourself. So I'm guessing that they'll probably have to give up the jerseys.
We're still the Paints.
Yeah.
Well, the Redlegs, after getting to the 5-game over 500 mark, they've now dropped 2 in a row. They got buried early in this one, but they battled back. They were down 7-0. They cut it to, I think, 8-6 at one point, but ended up losing to the Nationals, who were 20 games under 500.
And what's going on with Brady Singer? I mean, when we got him, there was a lot of high praise on him, but
struggling.
He has been hot and cold throughout the season. The most consistent pitcher has been Abbott.
Yeah, that's for sure. So the Reds have dropped 2 in a row. They go back at it again with the Nats in Washington tonight. And the Guardians, they're trying to get it together. They won again, beat the O's in the opening of their series yesterday, 10-5.
Saw this picture last night, and I thought to myself, we won another one. Big deal. You know, they did post a little more happy picture of victory on their social media after that. But at first it's like, okay, we just keep winning. But didn't they lose like 10 games straight or something?
Yeah.
Earlier.
So. I think the question for the Reds now, if they can stay competitive in the next week, do they try to make a trade to bolster up their roster? They need probably another RBI guy. That wouldn't hurt. And that closes July 31st.
Yeah.
I think at 4:00 in the afternoon or something.
And I don't think pitching has killed them this year like it has in other times. I know the bullpen's given up some runs late, but got a decent closer who's been doing a good job. But they need that extra bat, it seems. Yeah. Eugenio Suarez, Gino, has been back in the talks about rejoining the team. Whether or not that happens, I don't know. 36 home runs so far, yes, but how many strikeouts? How many other things? But he has leadership capabilities. So, but it would be like a hired hand for just this year.
Right.
It would be most likely the case.
Yeah.
And what do we give up to get him?
One of those guys that's always hurt all the time. Give him that.
All right, coming up, a look at this state in history. Hey, don't forget, we've got another Petland Litter Media Pet of the Week award to present this Thursday. Now's a good time to get that nomination in if you've not done so yet for your pet. So just want to throw a little quick shot out there because I haven't seen, have you seen one come in this week, nominations? So it sounds like you could be a shoo-in just by making a nomination right now.
All right.
So keep that in mind. All right. Coming up, this state in history.
Custom wraps. Hey, you can make your propane tank beautiful. Find out how by logging on to litterpropane.com.
Pain was interfering with Tiffany's active lifestyle. Same-day hip replacement at the Adina Orthopedic and Spine Institute got her back to the community she calls home. At Adina, we do what we love, so you can too.
Each week, we'll announce the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union. And in December, we'll announce the Player of the Year. Nominate any amateur athlete by visiting littermedia.com and click on Player of the Week. You'll also see the players we've named throughout the year. Make your nomination today for the Neil Coleman Insurance Wyandotte Mutual Litter Media Player of the Week, presented by Homeland Credit Union.
I was looking for a first job. I had been babysitting and decided it was something for a little more permanent. It pays very well. It's convenient. You can make your own schedule with the flexibility. That's something that I like. The people that I work with are great. I wouldn't ask for a better crew or management team to work for.
Life. It can get on top of you quickly, can't it? But with 211, it only takes one step to get connected to the help you need. 211 is always available to help. So get in touch today.
The Bean Foundation wants to raise awareness about suicide prevention by sharing 988. Trained crisis counselors are available to talk 24/7, 365 days a year. 988. Save the number. Save a life. To learn more about the Bean Foundation, click on this ad on littermedia.com.
Time to take a look at this state in history. We go back to the year.
We don't. This has a historical flair, but not a particular day or
Is that
year.
right? Okay.
This month, the month of July, the Ohio Department of Veterans Services, they're putting out on social media each day information about veterans and how it affects the name of a town or a road or whatever. Now, most of us who live in the multiple counties, that people that are watching Litter Media, you're familiar with U.S. Route 22. Well, US 22, which covers Hamilton, Warren, Clinton, Fayette, Pickaway, Fairfield, Perry, Muskingum, Guernsey, Harrison, and Jefferson counties, is now also known as the Sherman, Sheridan, Stanton, Custer Highway, dedicated to 4 of Ohio's most famous military figures. And if you're traveling 22, I've not seen this in Fayette or Pickaway County yet, but apparently somewhere along 22, and I was over in Fairfield County yesterday, didn't see it, and Sherman and Sheridan are from over there.
Right.
You'd have thought I'd seen that, but at least on that stretch, I did not. So if you're traveling 22, you might eventually see one of these signs that say Sherman, Sheridan, Stanton, Custer Highway. Stanton, by the way, he was the Secretary of War during the Civil War. Sherman, Sheridan, of course, George Custer, they were all military generals.
So I'm guessing that Aaron's mother's side of the family
will not travel
on US 22 anymore, at least through Ohio.
Exactly.
Would that be the case?
Especially in that part of Fairfield County.
We first heard this story when we made a trip through Lancaster, and General Sherman was not well-liked individual.
Aaron didn't spit out the
South.
window going by his house.
No, he didn't do that, but I did ask him to go take a picture of the statue, and he was hesitant. I think it probably had more.
Broke out into a cold sweat.
It had more to do with the weather than.
It was freezing.
Now that I can see.
Also, Dan, my mother told me to tell you, and I forgot. Cowboy from the Reds would not be excited about an Ole Miss player
because he went to Mississippi State,
and they hate each other.
That. Yeah, they do. Yes, Mama Glandon. I thought about that after I said it, and we were off the air already. And I'm thinking, wait a second, he went to Mississippi State, not Ole Miss.
Did you hear Cowboy quoting scripture the other night?
I did not.
Yeah, talking about Galatians and. I had heard people say that they thought that Cowboy had come to know the Lord somewhere along the line. And when I heard that, I thought most non-Christians wouldn't know that passage or even where you find it. So, yeah.
Well, he probably gets that during his late night snacks with the UDF ice cream,
Very
so
well could
he might do his Bible study at night. All right, that's a look at today's program. We have not interaction. I need to reach out again, but we're scheduled to speak with Billy Self today about the 7 Mile Bluegrass Festival coming your way up in Circleville over the next few days. So we'll hope to have that for you sometime after 12 o'clock today.
And you have one tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning we do. What is it? Let me see.
Everybody reaches for their calendar.
Yes, because I have forgotten what it is. Oh, the Junior Civic League's Mom to Mom sale. Now, it is not until the weekend of September 26th and 27th. However, they are recruiting for materials. This is always a big sale. We usually have it over at Uniota schools. And so this is a great opportunity for moms who are with child and looking to not have to pay through the nose to get a car seat or something like that. And here's your opportunity to find those items. So we'll be talking tomorrow with Jade Hoffner and also Brooke Pollard. You might remember Brooke, Mrs. Paul Pollard.
Yes, sir.
So they will be joining us tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock here with another edition of Litter Media Live. So for Aaron Glandon and for Mike Smith, I'm Dan Ramey. Thanks for watching this edition of Litter Media Live.